What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today is another duo beer review, and that's because I am once again joined by a very good friend of mine, Sean. Welcome back, Sean.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, is that like Dr. Nick from The Simpsons? Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. So Sean got his hands on some goodies, as he usually does, Canadian goodies, that is. And they were all from the Badlands Brewing Company out of Caledon, Ontario, Canada. They had a big 7th anniversary release. I think they did, and Sean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they did 6 canned releases and then some big barrel-aged bottles in addition to that, right?
Yeah, 6 cans and 4 bottles.
Okay. And he was nice enough to grab all 6 and throw me a can of everything from the can releases. And the best part was it's $31 American, which like that's insane. Just over $5 for some hyped Canadian craft beer. And I have drank 5 of the 6. This is the last one I'm gonna be reviewing on the channel. I reviewed 3 on the channel. 2 I drank off camera, shared it at Brewed and Bottled with Chris and a couple others a couple weeks ago at the Missorum tap takeover. That was just wild. And I know, Sean, you're like, we don't even get Missorum like that. It's insane.
I was tempted to come over.
Yeah, Chris he's like, I can't even believe that they like offered it to me. And I'm like, I don't know. And it was delicious. But anyway.
Your laws.
Yeah, yeah, probably so. So this is the last beer we have. And of course, Sean was like, hey, him and I reviewed, what was it? Cat Deactivator? Yeah. From Barncat Artisan Ales. Yeah, big bourbon, barrel-aged barley wine. We both loved it. Sean gave me one. It was like one of the last beers, the barrel-aged beers they created before they unfortunately went out of business. So Sean enjoyed the review, so coming back for a second one. And of course, he picks the triple IPA because he's trying to kill me. It is what it is. But this one is a collaboration with now Taproom BreWskey, which have you ever been to BreWskey? Because I have clearly not. You have?
I've been there twice now. I went last year and I was just there in May. Now, lovely tap room in old Montreal.
Do they also brew their own beer? Like I'm pretty right. Like they right, but it's okay because you see them a lot. And it's like it says Taproom BreWskey as opposed to like being an actual brewery. I
think it might be just French translation.
Okay, that probably makes sense.
They also started off as a taproom restaurant focused on food. And then I think it was around 2020, they finally started brewing beers.
Okay. So almost like it went from the restaurant to like a brew pub to like full-fledged like brewery.
Yeah. I think our mutual friend, Aaron, he was drinking Cantillon there like years ago.
Of course he fucking was. Of course he was. What else is he drinking? Yeah, fucking loons. So this is a collaboration between Badlands and BreWskey, and I love the everything about this. The theme, the name, everything's fantastic, especially if you've seen the movie. But this is a big triple IPA, 10% alcohol by volume, and it's called the Bigger Lebadskey. So obviously, this is. Let me blow this up so everyone can see the cool can art. But this, it's a play on the Big Lebowski, the movie. The dude definitely abides of this can art, I would assume. Pretty fantastic. So, yeah, it's an awesome can. And right now, I love the bottom too. So it's about 6 weeks old. This one was canned on August 8th of 2024. What's today? September 21st. So about 6 weeks old. And down the bottom, it says, the dude lets himself go. Because he's the bigger Lebadskey. It's a little bit of a bigger, a little bit, he's packing.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, drinking triple IPAs will get you in this state. Yeah. They have a little spiel on the back. I won't read tasting notes, but it says a collaboration with our friends from Pub BreWskey for our 7th anniversary. We thought it'd be fun to take our last collab and juice it up to a triple IPA. We built a big triple IPA base and then dry hopped it with selected Citra and Idaho 7 hops. Then they have tasting notes, which I won't read because we'll try to figure that out ourselves. So you have this yet or no? Is this the last? You haven't tried this? Did you try it on tap?
No, I haven't tried this. I only had a 6-pack to myself. So
okay, all right.
But I did try the double IPA they did, I think 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember really loving it back then as well.
Yeah. Sweet. So Sean already poured his beer like a nub sack because he got to get it on Instagram. So it is what it is. I'm gonna pour it on camera because there's etiquette here, Sean. Come on now.
I'm sorry. It smells fantastic.
It'll give a shit.
I'm getting ahead of you now. Sorry.
Yeah, no, get into it, man. What do you got? What are you smelling?
I'm drinking it out of their anniversary glass, which is they're an IPA factory that sometimes makes other beer.
Hashtag proper glassware, I guess.
Yeah, proper glassware.
Yeah, so I would say my camera is probably a little bit closer to what I'm seeing in real life. Yours is a little bit duller, I would say.
Yeah, it's my life.
It looks like fucking like pineapple or like a stone fruit juice, like a peach or apricot or something. It's like a dark, hazy orange color. Finger of a the head's fucking crazy. It's like it almost looks like whipped cream in my glass. It's insane.
And mine's been out for like a good 10-15 minutes, and it's still lasting.
Which is insane. Yeah, so he poured that literally like 10, 15 minutes ago, and it still has like a half a finger that's hanging around, which is insane, honestly. So you talked about our old friend Aaron. You were actually gave me this Bellwoods glass about 10 years ago, but there's a chip in the glass up here.
Oh, no.
And there's always been a chip in the glass. When he first gave it to me, we stayed at we went to the Albino Rhino Beer Festival, and left the glass at the hotel we were staying at because he had to go and he forgot to give it to me, and I got it and it already had a chip in it. He's like, "What?" He's like, "I gotta go talk to him." I'm like, it's just a glass. Settle your shit. But it does have a chip in it. I just can't drink out of that chip. Anyway, all right. So what are you getting nose-wise? You were already getting it. What are you getting nose-wise?
Oh, peach rings.
Yes, dude. Sweet stone fruits, like definitely candied.
Even maybe tangerine.
Like ruby red grapefruit.
Overripe tangerine.
Ruby red grapefruit with sugar sprinkled on top.
Yeah, those like grapefruit candies.
Yeah, for sure.
With the like little bit of rind on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's big citrus, so tangerine, ruby red grapefruit. But you're right, the peach gummy ring, but like also like an overripened stone fruit of some sort, a mango, apricot. Just like when you get to the point where it's not quite, you're going to throw it in the trash, but you're like, whoa, let me try that first, see how mushy it is, or whatever. You start eating, you're like, wow, this is pretty sugary. That's kind of what the nose is. There is a little bit of like, I detect like there might be a little bit of hop burn even at 6 weeks old. Just to me, it comes off as that like just that fresh green, like you're rolling hops in your hand type of aroma.
Yeah, real intense.
It's not. It doesn't smell.
Maybe even a touch of pine.
Yeah, like a little bit of like a resinous quality for sure. And it smells like it is a bigger beer, but it doesn't smell boozy. It just smells like I know this is like a higher end double IPA into a triple IPA. I would say 10%, but like it is a little bit of booziness.
Definitely get like that malt sweetness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it smells fucking. It's really intense. 6 weeks old. I know when we talked about, you were like, hey, you want to do another review? And you're like, how about the triple IPA? And you're like, oh, that one can, hold off on that one. I think if we drank this one like 2 or 3 weeks old, I think the hop burn probably would be fucking insane. And I'm glad it's kind of probably had some time to settle down a little bit.
I'm always team drink old.
Oh, yeah. You would
drinking it within the first month is ideal, but like I'm fine with 2-3 weeks on it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're like a good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber, Joe over at Joe's Arcade. He always does the hashtag Team Old IPA. Like people give him shit if the beer's like 6 weeks old. And he's like, dude, I'll drink it 6 months old. And I've talked about this before. I've had some great beers from other Hop Butcher, a lot of breweries like 4, 5, 6 months old, still delicious. Like
hops are preservative, right? They'll make it last, especially with intense hopping.
And when you start doing these double, triple dry hopping and we're using 8 pounds per barrel or whatever, like it's gonna last for a while. All right, so did you already get into it?
Oh yeah.
Cheers. All right, cheers, buddy. Thanks again for grabbing all these. It's been an adventure,
no
and
problem.
I'd say to date the Serpents was the best for me.
It was a good excuse to go visit their location out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Out in the middle of literally nowhere. Yeah, this is good.
It really is. That drink's like a double IPA.
Mm-hmm. One thing I've noticed about Badlands, and this is the first thing I ever said about Fidens back when they started out and getting the hype. First thing I noticed right off the rip was that they have locked in the body and mouthfeel. Like they understand what people are looking for when beers look like this. The Some people will call it hop cum or hop splooge or hop custard or whatever words you want to use to describe it.
Chowder.
Yeah, chowder. Say chowder. Yeah, nice.
The hollandaise sauce.
Yeah, it definitely it's the body on this it's definitely. It's not straight on like full body like you'd expect from like a big Imperial Stout or something, but it has a heft. It's like lower side of full, medium full. It's big. And the mouth feels so silky smooth. It's like soft. It's smooth. You know it's carbonated. It has carbonation, but like it's just a dream to drink.
And there's enough bitterness and dryness that brings you in to be like, I want another sip of this, even though this is 10%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean there is like a nice mild to moderate bitterness. It's more, for me, it's more dry than bitter, but I need nowadays with hazies, I need something. If it needs to be substantially dry or bitter or both, and you can sign me up. And that's exactly what this is. Has a little bit of each, and it makes you go back for more. And like you said, this drink's like a double. Like I could house this.
Yeah. Like, I think that was the downfall of the milkshake IPA, where you get these intense flavors, but it was just so sweet. You're just like, I don't want to drink any more than that, right?
And a lot of places with the milkshake with the milkshake IPAs, they use obviously milk sugar, aka lactose, but they would also throw vanilla in, and vanilla is naturally sweet, so you get that vanilla plus the lactose plus the malt from the beer, and it's like that's just too much. So a lot of places now with the milkshake IPAs,
and then adding another fruit into it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of them and so a lot of places are just going like straight vanilla as opposed to lactose. And I think that's the better way to go. The best milkshake IPAs had just vanilla and no lactose, and they just come out great. Yeah, the taste follows the taste follows the nose. I mean, it's
definitely makes sense.
Yep, peach gummy rings, candied grapefruit, sweeter tangerine, and I just want to be clear that we're saying sweet fruits like peach gummy ring, ruby red grapefruit with sugar sprinkled on top. Juicy tangerine. That all sounds like overly crazy sweet, but this beer isn't that sweet. Is it sweet? Yeah, it's a triple fucking IPA. If you find me a triple IPA that doesn't have some sweetness to it, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? But it's not cloying. It's not over the top. It's dry. It's bitter. It's pretty well balanced. It's 10%. Drinks like it's 8. It's an awesome triple IPA. And a lot of places do triple IPAs poorly. A lot of poor triple IPAs out there.
Yeah. I mean, I will always go for a triple IPA if I see other half, Third Moon, Badlands, because I know that they'll bring the balance and it's going to just be a tasty treat.
Yeah, and that's a key word, man, balance. Like, you have to have balance with these, because if not, they're almost a chore to drink.
Yeah. Where
like I could struggle through a 6 or 7% beer that's not like overly, or that is cloying or sweet. I can't. Something like this is just too much. Each sip is like, it's like a shock to the palate.
Yeah. You just feel the heartburn happening.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Now this, we did pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I said next time Willibald makes a triple IPA, I have to get one your way.
If you do, we'll fucking review it, because we'll just review nothing but triple IPAs going forward.
Yeah.
So the tasting notes on the back, kind of what we said. Definitely citric with notes of ruby red grapefruit, which I said. Orange, which you said tangerine in the same realm. They say melon and papaya. I could see that to some degree, but I think the peach gummy ring thing, or I would honestly say, mango, or I would even say it has a little bit more like a pineapple-y thing. I like mango and papaya, not exact. Papaya is a certain characteristic. I've had papaya only a couple times in my life, but that is a specific character that, like, when I get it in a beer, I know I'm getting papaya. I'm not getting it at all. This is fucking delicious. This is like, it's funny because you being in Ontario and you kind of being in tune with like the hype breweries in Ontario and in general in Canada, but Ontario, say into Quebec, a lot of people in the States, unless they're uber nerds into this, don't really know like of a Badlands or a Third Moon or a Bellwoods or a Masorum or a BreWskey. But a lot of you guys have caught up. You've caught up to the American hop forward way of life at this point. And
Seriously.
that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case 5 years ago. Like
No.
late 2010s into early 2020s, you guys weren't there. Last 3, 4, 5 years, you have definitely caught up. Yeah, I could put this in a glass for somebody blind and be like, this is a Fiden's Triple IPA. This is a whatever hype brewery. This is a Monkish is specific. This is the North Park. Yeah, this is Treehouse. This is Green Cheek. This is whatever the fucking
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody would know the difference unless they drink maybe Fiden's like 24/7 or something. You'd be like, wow, this is just this is what I expect out of
Nobody
Fiden's.
would blink an eye.
Nope. But this is delicious. So yeah, I mean it's a very the way to sum this beer up for me, it's a well-balanced triple IPA. A lot of stone fruit and citrus fruit. There is a little bit. I'm glad you said it earlier, but I'm getting a little bit of resinous pine on the finish, or even like almost like a floral pine, and it really helps out.
Dry it out, I think.
Yeah. It's what I prefer nowadays in hazies, and that's exactly why I really dig this beer quite a bit. It kind of hits the notes I'm looking for in a big triple IPA. It's not super boozy. It's not super sweet. And it brings a lot of complex characteristics. It's not like overly complex. This is not the best triple IPA I've ever had, but it's fucking really delicious. And I'm probably going to finish this like after we get off here and, just chat for a bit after I stop the recording.
Yeah.
I fucking finish this probably before we're done chatting. Like it's pretty good.
It's just too easy to, I'm already almost halfway done.
Look at that. Look at that glass lacing. Look at that glass lacing, Sean. Oh my God.
Lacing.
What does that mean?
Just
not a whole
there.
lot. It just looks good. Hang on, put it back up. Let's show the people that glass lacing. How the fuck do I do this? I think I got to switch you and me, and then there we go. Glass lacing. Oh my! In the hashtag proper glassware, it's the best thing ever. That's funny. IPA Factory. What does that say? That's IPA Factory. What does it say below it? That sometimes makes other beers. That's pretty hilarious. That could go for a lot of breweries nowadays.
Every season they have like a lager on tap for all the like that. They're pretty good with the lagers. There's been 1 or 2 that I've been so on, but they always have a lager on tap plus 4 or 5 different hazies. And then their barrel age program's been pretty cool. I still have a Saison from them that I haven't cracked yet from last year. But
that barrel aged beer when we shared at Other Half Buffalo, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah, the hashtag select again, another really nice balanced barrel aged stout. I think they Troy brewed a couple barrel aged beers with the guys from Barncat, so he took a bunch of tips along the way for their barrel aged program.
Nice. It was really tasty, and that's like the only thing I've had from Badlands outside of their hop forward beer. So I don't have big experience, but we shared that, and I thought it was pretty damn good. All right, so rating out of 5. What are you gonna check this in at on tap?
I'm giving it a 4 or 5.
I was right there with you. A little higher for me. I'm gonna give this a 4.55. Like it's not as good as Serpents for me.
Yeah,
but it's not far off, and it's one of the better triple IPAs. I don't buy a lot of triple IPAs as much anymore, but if I want something, like this is what I want. This is what I want. It's really fucking delicious.
It's a good 1 beer a night. Like,
yeah. I mean, I drink 1 beer.
I'm not going to drink anything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
I drink 1 beer, and after I drink this beer, I'm going to be feeling fucking great is what's going to happen. Thanks again, Sean, for all of the beers. Cool as hell to be able to
no problem.
Try all the Badlands stuff, man. It's so cool. And then now we're getting Masorum, occasionally Third Moon stuff down here. Like all the hype stuff is starting to trickle into the Western York area. So I'm pretty excited about it. Price point availability. Do you remember what these were for 4-packs? The Canadian?
These were like the more expensive ones. I think it was like $29, probably $32 for a 4-pack Canadian. But everything averaged out to $7 a can.
$23.56 US for this, which is honestly for hype breweries in the US, you buy in a 4-pack of a triple IPA, 24 is probably on the lower end for some of these breweries. Some of the like West Coast breweries are 27, 28, 29 American. So it's right in the wheelhouse of what you expect to pay for it.
Like Isn't like other half around 26 for a 4-pack of triple IPAs?
24 to 26. I think it's like if they do like a standard triple IPA, it's like 22 to 24. If it's double dry hop, like a lot of the stuff is usually 24. If they do the HDHC or like a triple dry hop, then it gets into like $26 range American.
Yeah.
Like there's no rhyme or reason either, because breweries just charge whatever the fuck they want. Like if they're a hype brewery and they're going to sell them, they're like, I don't give a shit. Like it's $29 4-pack and people are going to buy it. So who are we to argue? But all I know is I paid $31 American for 5 beers from Sean, or sorry, for 6 beers from Sean. I'm okay with that. Like that on average, like $5 a beer, just over $5. I'm totally cool with that. And you charged me cost. So like that was the conversion rate into American. So can't beat that.
Yeah.
All right. Not much more to say about it. You got anything else to kind of? You want to plug your Instagram?
No.
Your beer Instagram? No.
Beer and records at night. If you want to see some records and beers that I occasionally post,
I will link his.
On the mood.
Yeah, I'll link.
Depends on how many beers I have.
I'll link Sean's Instagram into the description if I can. I'm pretty sure I can do outside of YouTube links in the description. Hopefully, because you can do like the whole ad stuff now on YouTube for YouTube accounts, but I'm pretty sure you can link people to like links off of YouTube that like our Instagram or whatever. So I'll link your stuff if YouTube allows it. They don't allow a lot of stuff now.
I think I've seen it done.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna shut it down. It's like a 20-minute review, but it's 2 people talking. This is less a review and just us kind of chatting about stuff. You know, it is what it is. All I'll say this is I'm glad the beer was awesome because it matched the fucking theme and the late. Like this is going behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans.
The dude abides.
Yeah, the dude definitely. Well, that's what it's. I get it. On the final 3 words is quote the dude approves, and I get what they're saying, but he truly abides more than anything. And this will be behind me somewhere. I'm gonna probably save this in the Serpents or the Big Bad Bells. I got those 2 saved, but I don't know. I don't want to put too many Badlands behind me, but a couple of them need to go there. And this, I think this supersedes the rest. Like just everything about it. So anyway,
it's a great game.
It's a fucking. I love when places do like themes for like popular movies and whatnot. It's great.
So see how he's wearing a monocle?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
That's a reference to the BreWskey. Their like logo is a guy wearing a monocle.
Oh,
so it's a nice little Easter egg there.
Actually, I would have never caught that. Nice. So
I kind of was looking at it right now, and I just kind of realized that's what the little Easter egg hidden in the artwork.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he's definitely a bigger dude. He drank all of the triple IPAs. Like he probably he probably consumed a case of this, I would assume. Anyway, I'm going to shut it down. Like I said, Sean, you want to go check out what he drinks? What is it? Beer and Records at Night on Instagram. I'll link in the description box. As far as me, you guys are watching it on my channel. You pretty much know. I no more Badlands beers, but Sean will definitely come back for some reviews at some point. Whether we'll have to do something Bellwoods where you can get it and I can get it and it's like relatively fresh, or maybe like a Jelly King that doesn't matter if like we have a 1 or 6 week old difference in the cans or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. But it's cooler than when we do these super hyped Canadian beers that no one else can get.
Oh yeah,
right. That's real cool. I like it. I love it. It's
sorry,
great.
Suckers, you can't get it.
Fraser, if you watch to the end, buddy, I'm sorry that you couldn't get any Badlands, but I can't even get any Badlands.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, outside of knowing that's the most Canadian thing that Sean has said tonight. Sorry, bud. That's about it. Just out for a rip, are you, bud?
Yeah, you know, eh?
Yeah. A, I'm fucking there. That's the thing, though. A lot of stereotypes for Canadians. A is one of those where I feel like if I talk to Canadians over the border, say 20 years ago, I think a lot of older generations say A more than the newer generations. Yeah. I feel like for me, Bud has overtaken A. Like I hear Bud way more from Canadians than A. Yeah. Like, but I fucking, it's a great word. I mean, whatever.
That's great. Yeah, that's
stereotypical.
A good way to refer to everybody. Yeah, Bud.
That's right. Hey, Bud. What's up, Bud? All right, we're gonna shut this one down. Yeah, just going out for it. So thanks again, Sean, for everything. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Until the next one. Cheers. Ah.